was a real life situation, would I want to be part of it? Eastern Promises, not a chance. Office Christmas Party, yeah. Maybe an Interstellar. Could I see myself as an astronaut? Possibly. That
Shark, have you watched Interstellar before? I know that you're a big movie guy.
Yeah.
You like it?
It's okay.
Okay. You're not a big sci-fi guy,
I'm not
though,
a
right?
big sci-fi guy. I was a big Fargo fan.
Oh, God, yeah. That's a...
Manchester by the Sea, no. No, I kept waiting for it to get better, and it never did.
It just got
Well, that was just the story. Like, the story was the story, and you just, you were living in Casey Affleck's existence the entire time.
It reminded me a little bit of Leaving Las Vegas with Nicolas Cage.
Never seen it.
Did you ever see that, Bob?
Didn't he win an Oscar for that?
Parts of it.
So depressing.
Did he win an Oscar for that?
I don't know if he did or not.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little bit like Boogie Nights, which also isn't all that. I mean, there's some really depressing parts.
Mark Wahlberg was very inspiring, I thought.
Was he? I mean, you may have been inspired by him, but I don't know if you'd want to be him by the end of that thing.
When John C. Reilly's in that movie,
Yes.
too.
Yes.
Yeah, young John C. Reilly. Yeah.
That's the
Burt
one.
Reynolds.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds is director.
Yeah, Heather Graham.
Oh, it's terrific. That's the. I mean, I had never seen the whole thing until probably like 3 years ago. I watched it during COVID, and I'm like,
You didn't watch it with the kids, did you?
of course not. My wife wouldn't even watch it with me. I watched it by myself.
Oh, what are you talking about? That's a good family movie.
Because that's the one. That's the one where he's
Dirk?
Dirk Diggler, of course. But that's the one where he's kind of hard up at the one point and is in the trucks, like in the truck there at the end. I mean, there's some really depressing scenes in there. I'm like, gosh, this is where it all goes.
This is what you want to do in your life? Think about other choices.
I mean, that's really what it is. Adult film star.
God, that's a great movie. Maybe I'll need to rewatch that one this weekend. That's a
I
good
don't
job.
know that it's a great movie.
What are you talking about? It's entertaining. Come on.
When they
Shark.
go to rob the guy in the play, I mean, there's
pretty
so
good.
many good spots in there.
Yeah, it's a pretty good movie, I think. I'm under the belief that 90% of the movies ever put out pretty good.
No.
Yeah,
no,
pretty good.
no,
Entertaining. Does their job. The movie.
Maybe
10%.
90% of the movies you've seen, but 90% of the movies ever made are not great movies.
90% of the movies I've seen pretty good. Did its job. 10%.
I would be in that category.
Yeah.
I mean, movies to me are like pizza. As long as they're not overly long, if you're going to keep them under 2 hours, and especially if they're more like 90 minutes, as long as they're not terrible, I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I've seen some bad ones. I've seen a lot of average to good. I've seen some great, but it's kind of like a bell curve. Like maybe 20 to 25% I would say are great, 10% are terrible, and the rest just kind of live in that middle area.
Yeah, like 75 to 80%.
I like the long ones.
Do you?
I do.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Jan likes them like that?
I like
Why didn't you like
Saving Private Ryan and
Well,
The Sound
that's an
of
all-timer.
Music and
You're naming all-time movies
Schindler's
here.
List. And a lot of my favorite movies
How about
are
Avatar, the new water one?
no.
Exactly, because that was long and not
like-
good.
I watched Avatar. I don't need to see the next one.
You didn't see the second one?
No.
You should watch it. Then
I'm
you'll
not
say
gonna
long
watch it.
movies are not good.
Yeah, correct.
Because I waited for the whole time, like, okay, this is kind of what there was nothing here.
No.
If you're going to drag me through 3 hours, I'm all for it as long as it's great.
Yes.
Don't give me a terrible payoff at
The
the end.
Sound of Music, 3-hour movie.
When the
Great.
Nazis caught him at the end and tortured them all, that was remarkable.
Titanic, 3-hour movie.
Inglourious Bastards,
Great.
3-hour movie.
Yeah.
Was it that long?
Yeah, I think so. If not 3, it's approaching that. Lord of the Rings, director's cut 4.5
I'll
hours
watch
long. Those are great.
I watch those all day. 'Cause
Same.
They're tremendous.
Oh, they're fantastic. Did you see this from yesterday? Ohio State announcing the 1922 club. Pretty cool. Speakeasy-style venue construction inside of the
2025 project?
east side of the Ohio Stadium. Yes. Ohio State plans to open the venue in 2026. Full membership.
Not 2025.
2026.
Okay.
Which features limited spots. It'll
I've been
cost
hearing a lot about that.
$4,500. All-inclusive food, beer, wine, cash bar for spirits, access 3 hours prior to kickoff, 1 hour after the game, private restrooms, a dedicated premier entrance, opportunities to host private events.
Dedicated restrooms got me there, man.
Yeah, if that's worth the price of admission, $4,500 just for that.
Shark said didn't include a ticket. I said there's a seat right there, buddy.
That's all you need to do.
I don't know if you can see the game.
Pull it up on your phone. Well, Shark doesn't have YouTube, so that's a problem. Access to exclusive members-only special events, options to make reservations at the restaurant on non-game days, and a dedicated sales and service account executive. The renderings look sweet of it.
It looks really sweet. It's going to be on the east side of the stadium around gate 20. Pretty excited to see what that's going to look like. I mean, the renderings look beautiful. It's supposed to be upscale dining. They have a membership that you can get for non-game days as well to be able to go there and eat and hang out.
Because it's just like an open restaurant. Like that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, it'll be a private dining club.
Yeah,
is essentially what it's going to be. It'll be you have to have membership base. Join. I already filled out the form that said I was interested, Beam, to try to seat this. As you sit inside the elegant space enriched with historic culture of Ohio State, you will be treated to the finest hospitality, food, and beverage this city has to offer. They said it's akin to the Dayton Swim Club, Beam.
Take a break. If you have a second later on today, make sure you're not on any work computers where a firewall may or may not be in existence. Google that. There's like a 10-minute video.
I think that's probably before firewalls existed, so you might be able to slide around it.
You might be able to get around that. Kyle McCord and Quinn Ewers, they're having great starts to their season, and the Buckeyes are actually benefiting off of it. That's next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Hey there, and good morning. Right now, we're watching the right shoulder blocked on 670 eastbound just past Leonard Avenue due to a crash. Also, 315 slow moving near Lane Avenue because of a crash that has the left shoulder blocked. And watch for crews on 33 westbound just past Gender Road, clearing up an issue over there. I'm 10 TV's Amy Steigerwald with your fan traffic.
This September, Diamonds Direct's ultimate offer is back, stronger than ever. Diamonds Direct helps you get the perfect jewelry gift with 0% interest. That's right, enjoy 5 years of 0% financing on any Diamonds Direct purchase. It's your chance to get her the perfect ring with 0 interest and comfortable monthly payments that fit your budget. But act fast. This offer ends September 30th. For details and more, visit DiamondsDirect.com. Spread your payments over 5 years with 0 interest on approved credit. Only at Diamonds Direct. Your love, our passion.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Come into your local AAA Car Care Plus and save $80 on select sets of 4 Nokian tires. Only at AAA Car Care Plus locations. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer ends September 14th. See store for details.
Score a goal with the Love My Crew checking account from Pathways, the checking account that rewards you for supporting the crew. Learn more at pathwayscu.com. Pathways Financial Credit Union, official credit union of the Columbus Crew, federally insured by NCUA.
Bishop and Friends.
Parents cheer. They don't boo. They don't fight other parents. They cheer. Yelling at little Timmy because he's not lined up right on the blitz. That ain't it.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Is your business generating over $1 million a year in revenue? If your financial advisory team isn't keeping pace, maybe it's time for a change. Here's Brad Hennebert with Premier Advisors.
Thanks, Bobby. Our team integrates financial planning and asset management with business accounting and tax preparation. Business owners have planning needs that are unique. We work with you to design a seamless financial services bundle tailored to your business with monthly or quarterly advisory consultations to help guide you along the way. We don't just keep score of what happened last year. Our team combines expert financial planning and wealth management with top-tier tax services, helping businesses like yours build wealth for you. Call us today at 614-524-4888. That's 614-524-4888.
Brad Hennebert is a registered representative offering securities through United Planners Financial Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through TCP Asset Management LLC. Tax services offered through Premier Tax CPAs. United Planners is not affiliated with TCP Asset Management, Premier Advisors, or Premier Tax CPAs.
In his ads, Sherrod Brown talks about common sense. It's just common sense. But Brown's record shows a complete lack of common sense. Sherrod Brown voted multiple times to allow transgender biological males to compete in girls' sports. Common sense. And Brown introduced a bill to allow transgender biological men in girls' locker rooms. Common sense. Brown supported allowing minor children to receive sex-change surgeries. And Brown backed Bidenomics, reckless Washington spending and inflation causing prices to soar on gas, groceries, electricity, and housing, making life harder for Ohio families and seniors. It's just common sense. Actually, it's nonsense. Brown's extreme liberal policies make absolutely no sense outside of Washington, D.C. But that's the real Sherrod Brown. He's way too liberal for Ohio. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
It'll be another hot summer-like day, even though we are just a couple weeks away from the first day of fall. Sunny today with a high of 90. Sunny tomorrow with a high of 90. A little bit cooler on Friday with a high of 86. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
FanDuel is the exclusive online sportsbook partner of Morning Juice. Just sign up at FanDuel.com/juice. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Beamer has a very punchable face, so Bobby punches it. This is Morning Juice.
Coming up here in our next segment, Dustin Schutte of SI. He's going to join the program. What did he like? What didn't he like around the Big Ten? So he's going to join us here around 8:33. A little bit later on, like I said, coming up in our next segment. You can always watch us on YouTube as well. All kinds of good stuff on there. Just type in 97.1 The Fan, hit the subscribe button, and then you can magically watch our stuff.
Let me tell you something about the 1922 Club, Beam.
Okay.
Read one other line here that talks about what we're going to be getting, what's going to be happening.
What am I getting for $4,500 US?
Well, on $4,500, well, that's what you're going to get all the stuff that you talked about getting through there, but
and you need a game ticket, right?
You got to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
The tickets are not part of it. This is just a club. The private club is a testament to our commitment to fostering community camaraderie and underlying passion for the Buckeyes. Discover a haven where the essence of Ohio State pride comes to life in every corner. Join us as we embark on this exciting journey together, celebrating our shared love for the Scarlet and Gray like never before. Spacious lounge, exclusive memberships. It sounds pretty great. And then as we eroded from that to talking about Boogie Nights, I don't know how we got there.
Don't know.
I mean, Shark, I spent the entire last segment, or break, reading through Ron Jeremy's Wikipedia page. I learned a lot. I mean, he was in prison. He got out due to neurocognitive decline.
Show prep.
It is show prep. There's a lot of things he's involved in.
Who's Ron Jeremy?
I was just going to say, well, there's some kids in the car on the way. Mom, Dad?
Yeah, it's
who's
not
that guy?
Well, he's a famous movie star. He's been in more movies than anyone else for his genre.
Made a lot of short films.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are longer.
Like 3 hours?
I don't know if they're quite 3 hours. That's probably a bit extensive.
At the max?
He also, though, where did I find? He has a book. Jeremy releases a memoir titled Ron Jeremy, the Hardest Working Man in Showbiz. Come on. There's a lot of ironies in here.
Come on.
Some of the things that he's done. Him and his partner Paul Smith opened up a swingers club in the financial district of downtown Portland. It was closed, unfortunately, on June 20th of 2015 over legal problems with the city. Jeremy is involved in the marketing of a line of rum called Ron de Jeremy.
Nice.
Which he lent his name, Ron being Spanish for rum. Television ads run for the rum featuring Jeremy proclaiming it's rum Ronnie style. These are all interesting things that I just learned, Beam.
Well, of course it is.
Had no idea some of this.
No, I didn't either. Ryan Day had a press conference yesterday.
Speaking of Ron and Ryan,
It's close enough. RONRYAN. What does Ryan stand for in Spanish? Rum runner?
I don't know. I don't know if Ryan is a Spanish name. I think it's more English being.
I think you're right. More of a British flair to it. And I thought this would be very fascinating yesterday, saying that the success of Quinn Ewers and Kyle McCord at other schools could actually help benefit Ohio State.
Quinn had a great win, obviously, this past weekend. And obviously we've had our great quarterbacks here as well, but it's the way of the world. I think that's one of the reasons in recruiting that we sell that to guys too, is that when you come to Ohio State, you're going to get developed at a high level at every position. But at quarterback, I take a lot of pride in that, and the fact that we develop guys at a high level, and that even if you were to leave, we don't want you to leave, but even if you were to leave, it's still time well spent and invested. And so you're happy when guys go on and do well, even though you want to retain as many guys as you can. That's our whole culture. But happy to see Kyle do well. He won some great games here and poured a lot of effort into the program. So, but it's like that with I think Joe Royer's doing well down at Cincinnati, and so we follow those guys and want to support them.
Yeah, you keep track of those guys, Bob. You never want to burn the bridges. You want to do that.
Well, guys came here, they gave you what they had, and maybe it doesn't work out. And that's just the story of life sometimes. Sometimes things don't work out the way that you intended them to. I hate to tell you this, maybe your plans are not always the plans that are in the cards for you, and there's greater plans that are going to be had, and you may not understand the journey of why certain doors close and certain doors open at that point in time. But you want to make certain that when you're doing something and you're someplace, you're taking advantage of that moment. That's what Ryan's saying. Come here, we'll develop you. And if it doesn't work out here, we would like it to. We'd like you to stay, but understanding that there may be other opportunities and avenues for you to have success elsewhere. And that may be a greater part of the plan than you have any idea when you get to Ohio State. And so you wish Kyle the best. I'm happy he's playing really well.
I think, Bob, and here's the thing. Both things can coexist, right?
I'm trying to tell people that, but some people don't believe me.
I mean, it can coexist that Kyle McCord is going to be a good quarterback for Syracuse, and at the same time, you upgraded the position, and now you have Will Howard here. Look, both things can be true. Both things can be accurate.
Yeah. I think Will Howard is a better fit for quarterback at Ohio State University. I think Kyle McCord's going to do really well at Syracuse. I think he's going to go play, and he has to this point, and I think he's going to continue to play really, really well. It's just sometimes things aren't a fit and don't work out, and that's okay.
Ryan Day is enjoying not calling plays offensively as of now.
When you're calling plays, it's first off, it's hard to be anything other than calm, because you have to get your thoughts together. You have to get your next series of plays ready, your next third down calls. You have to communicate while the defense is out there on what just happened and make those corrections. I mean, there's a lot going on during that time. When you're not doing that, now I can just be myself and just chase everybody around. And to me, that's been, I've enjoyed doing that. I've enjoyed being with the defense and being with the special teams and barking at everybody. And, but that's typically how I am in practice. It's just when you're in a game, it's a little bit more difficult to do that. So I have enjoyed that part of it.
We had mentioned that, I think it was last week, Bob, when he was kind of echoing that coming off the first game against Akron, right? Like just how much different it is for him. And James Peoples actually fumbling a ball. Carlos Loughlin yelling at him on the sideline. No, he jumped on the ball. And it's like, well, good news for you is that the head coach isn't worried about play calling. And so now he's got time to also come and yell at you. So he's got a lot more time on his plate, and he's got avenues to coach his guys up actually live during the game.
Special teams, everything else that's going on. Like Ryan has a much heavier hand involved because he's not worried about the next play. As a play caller, the one thing you can never do is get bogged down in the minutia of different things and worry about past plays and officials. And as a head coach, that's kind of your job. So it's really tough to straddle those two worlds. And, with Chip being here and the great job that he's doing, it's allowed Ryan to open up and do a little bit more of this.
Dustin Schutte of SI, he's going to join the program. We'll break down everything that stood out in week 2 across the Big Ten with him coming up next. Morning Juice right here on The Fan.
Fan traffic.
From the Atlas Butler Plumbing Services Traffic Center.
Good morning. Right now, still watching slow-moving traffic on I-71 southbound just past Morse Road because of a crash that has the left lane blocked off over there. And on 315 southbound, the same story, the left shoulder blocked. Going southbound just beyond Lane Avenue. Over on 670 eastbound, still watching the right shoulder blocked just past Leonard Avenue due to a crash. And on I-270 northbound, over on the east side, the left shoulder is blocked just past Broad Street. I'm 10 TV's Amy Stuggerwald with your fan traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Football is all about scoring big, and so is Hinderer Motor Company. This is Justin Hinderer. With 4 dealerships and a collision center, you're sure to find the perfect vehicle. Plus, every vehicle purchase comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. Our Carvenience service picks up your car, gives you a rental, and returns it without you lifting a finger. Score big today. Experience the difference and visit HindererMotorCompany.com. We love what moves you.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate today at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Your car can be picked up as soon as the next day. Receive a tax deduction and vacation voucher.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Now accepting donations of land, homes, buildings, or any kind of real estate.
Kemba Financial Credit Union pays you to save. Get a $300 bonus with a new money market account and earn a premium interest rate on your money. It adds up to big-time savings for your goals and dreams. Visit Kemba.org to check our rates and learn more. Restrictions apply. Bonus requires Advantage status and $10,000 minimum balance be deposited in the first 30 days and maintained to qualify for a $100 bonus at 90 days and $200 at 180 days after opening. Federally insured by NCUA. Offer ends September 30th.
Ready to be the change and have a positive impact on your community? Consider joining the Columbus Division of Police. Starting pay is $70,000 plus, growing to 6 figures after 4 years of service. We offer paid vacations, paid holidays, and health insurance. Do you aspire to complete your degree? We offer 100% tuition reimbursement after you complete your first year of service. Contact the CPD recruiting unit at jobs@columbuspolice.org or apply online at columbus.gov/government/jobs. The City of Columbus is an equal opportunity employer.
Friday night in the Buckeye State means only one thing: high school football, baby. Join Ryan Baker and Coach Lee Cochran for Byers Dublin Subaru High School Overtime.
Friday night at 9:30.
Your home of all things football, The Fan.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Barely 5 hours a week. It's how much time most of us spend outdoors. Not nearly enough time getting lost in canopies of breathtaking fall colors. Brilliant hues extending all across America's third most forested state. We could all use a little more time outdoors, soothing mind, body, and spirit in West Virginia. Plan your fall getaway at wvtourism.com.
Hey folks, Bobby Carpenter here. I picked up my brand new Toyota Tundra last week and I absolutely love it from my guy Marcello at Germain Toyota. And right now, you can lease the powerful Toyota Tundra SR5 for just $409 per month. That's 36 months, 10,000 miles per year. Built to handle tough jobs and thrilling journeys. The Toyota Tundra SR5 is the ultimate companion for work and play. These deals are rolling out fast, so don't wait. Visit Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road or online at germaintoyota.net. Offer ends soon. See dealer for details.
Hey fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidde. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators...
like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidde and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
Morning Juice is sponsored by Affinity Whole Health, the leader in testosterone and hormone replacement therapy. FeelGreatColumbus.com. The Fan.
If Bobby and Beamer aren't talking about it, it's not worth your time anyway. You're listening to Morning Juice.
Little Wednesday edition of the program. Brandon Beam, Bobby Carpenter, Mark the Shark. Coming up here at 12:33, 4 hours away from right now. Adam Schefter, he's going to join the program with Rothman and Ice, talk all things NFL. For us, we head out to the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Check with our good friend of SI. He is Dustin Schutte. Dustin, thanks for the time, buddy. Always appreciate it. Big Ten slate for week number 2 down. We got another one coming up here this week. What stood out to you the most, buddy, for week number 2?
Yeah, I mean, I think maybe the biggest thing is the fact that Oregon still continued to struggle last week. I think maybe we thought, even though it was against Idaho and we thought that they should dominate, I think everybody thought against Boise State that was going to be a tougher game, but maybe they would figure some things out, get those week 1 jitters out. This is a team that, to me, they do not look like they're ready to compete for a Big Ten championship right now. They've surrendered 7 sacks, most of any